Good thoughts from Vision's daily devotion, The Word for Today.
James 4 verse 3. When you ask, you do not receive, because you ask with wrong motives. The word for today is about the blessing of unanswered prayer. A pastor writes, according to legend, King Midas loved gold so much that when Dionysus granted him a wish, Midas asked that everything he touched would turn to gold. Now at first Midas was delighted with his request, but when he discovered that his touch made food inedible and his embrace made loved ones lifeless, he stumbled upon what sociologist Robert Merton called the law of unintended consequences. Like Midas, getting what we want can result in undesirable consequences. So much for the Midas touch. Sometimes an unanswered prayer is God, in his sovereign wisdom, sparing us the pain of unintended consequences. Sometimes God allows what his power could prevent. Most of the time, that causes us a great deal of temporal angst. But someday we'll owe God as many thank yous for the prayers he didn't answer as the ones that he did. James wrote in James chapter 4, "You do not have because you do not ask God. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures." C.S. Lewis said, "If God had granted all the silly prayers I've made in my life, where would I be now?" The pastor continues, "Many of our prayers are misguided. We pray for comfort instead of character. We pray for an easy way out instead of the strength to make it through. Many of our prayers would short-circuit God's plans and purposes for our lives if he answered them. Maybe we should stop asking God to get us out of difficult circumstances and start asking him what he wants us to get out of those difficult circumstances." The blessing of unanswered prayer. That's Vision's Word for Today.
The Word for Today, Australia's most widely read daily devotion. Read it, share it or subscribe. Free at vision.org.au or in the Vision app. Just another way Vision is helping you look to God daily.